Good weekend, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, it was a competitive duel and come down to a couple, 3 or 4 matches. Who's gonna get taken down, who's gonna score in the third. I thought we did a nice job at picking up bonus early with Dayton Fix, stretching the score out with a major decision. I mean, that was big. Jameson coming back in sudden victory, picking up a takedown. You know, it's kind of interesting that, really struggled trying to get to a leg. I thought our defense throughout the night was good, solid. We did some good scrambling. We had some good hip pressure. We did a good job of getting some people off our legs to not give up takedowns. And, I think for Jameson, it just finding that takedown in the overtime, right? Just tells you that you can find it early too. So, what willed you to go do that? And when we find that balance and that we can do that in each period, the kid can really go somewhere for us. But,
yeah, not picking on him, but he doesn't have a lot of offense right now. He's kind of a defensive and scramble guy. So that.
Well, I would say, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
Freshman, trying to find his way. Pretty good offense for a young kid. You just got to keep developing it, right?
Yeah, and that kid was, I mean, his legs were way back. I mean, his
Yeah.
stance the entire
Yeah.
match was, you can't get there.
Tough kid, but nice job. I thought Teague Travis just kind of stretched the score out like he needed to. You know, I mean, a good example of scoring and then keep scoring. You know, what you want to see. You know, and it ended up being 8-3 to score, and it looked like it was going to be a battle first 2 minutes of the match. You know, like this is going to be a 1-point match, and all of a sudden it turns into an 8-3 decision with just effort and hunger, and he used his skills, and he definitely condition wise he was prepared to stretch that out. Go back to Dustin Plott. Well, that guy was an All-American last year. You know, just kind of mismanaged. We mismanaged the score a little bit, and was hoping to get. We didn't know that we were going to be in a position to get a tech ball. You know, and it wasn't going to take 3 takedowns. It was going to take 4 in the third. And so, but he did a nice job of just bouncing back from yesterday's loss against a good guy. He's wrestling a good guy. This guy's good, you know, and just you like to see that. It just, it's tough, you know. And then Jersey Rob, how about Jersey Rob? You know, because steps out there and he's had enough tough matches. You know, we've thrown him to some wolves, you know, and. It was good to see him as a freshman meet all his 5 opportunities. So he's had 5 opportunities to compete for us, and it's good that he got them all in, and ended it with on top with a win.
I was gonna joke and say you were setting him up for Jersey Rob, but I mean, no. The thing though that was fun about that, and I don't know if you always see it, the marriage of his enthusiasm wrestling and the crowd getting behind him.
Yeah.
Was that's what makes the sport fun.
Well, Jersey, he's got a spirit to it, you know, and he's a competitor, and a guy that's a high school kid last year, you know, two sport star, and guy knows how to work, guy knows how to win. He's been on a lot of winning teams, both football and wrestling at Bigsby, and so you like to be around those. So it can be contagious, you know. Exciting to see.
What has he showed you? Obviously, we just saw it, but what has he showed you to earn these opportunities in the room?
Just a spirit. He's got a good spirit about him, and he's got will to it, you know. Doesn't beat himself up too much, and he comes to work every day. He's a hard worker.
John, you talked about last night, in order to win tonight, you get the vitality to, earning some upsets and stretching out scores to get bonus point victories. What did you think of your team's approach tonight?
Say it again.
What did you think of your team's approach tonight? You mentioned, the importance of stretching scores, earning bonus
Yeah.
point wins.
What do I think about what?
Your team's approach tonight.
Oh, approach. Man, I'm losing my hearing. Well, you could see it, different mentality in the workout room, as we were warming up and preparing for the match. Demeanor's a lot, and, you get 60%, 65% away into your season, and you got choices to make. You either kind of feel tired because you're wrestling every week, and you're wrestling good teams, and we're facing good teams. And listen, Tegan here, might have saw his third loss in a row if he didn't pull one out tonight. What's that do to you? What if it reminds you, the win he had reminds you, is that come in with an attitude? My demeanor is important. I make sure that over the course of this period when we're taking on Missouri and we're going to take on Iowa, right? We're taking on Arizona State, finished 4th last year, 3rd. South Dakota State, a good team, and it's top 10. We got a chance to improve from that just because of the competition, and it's not going to always be that way. It just happens to be this year. We're running through all of them, and so either we're going to win a lot of matches or we're going to lose a lot of matches. Which one do you want to do? And I just want to make sure that our guys recognize that you can't drop your chin ever. Regardless of what your outcome is, regardless how you wrestle, just make sure that you're staying in the fight each and every week.
You were asked about the approach, and I asked you a couple of weeks ago at North Carolina State about Dayton coming out there and busting it after his match, for the other guys. I saw that again tonight. Is this team different from what you've had
Different. It's different.
lately?
Well, it's different from the standpoint of just that we don't have to rely on one guy. Dustin Plott, we don't have to rely on Dustin Plott to win yesterday. We don't have to rely on Isaac to win today. Somebody else is stepping up that doesn't have that kind of name. That's the difference, is that got good competitors and guys that are wrestling for each other. That's a big part of it.
Coach, this week you said that this was probably the biggest test for your team up to this point. So, you won both of them, so you passed it. How would you grade the test, though?
Yeah, you grade at the end. We're just winning right now. We're tough and we're winning. You don't get a grade right now.
I don't want to get you in trouble with officials, but I got to ask this: what does it say when the OSU corner, the calmest guy over there, is John Smith? And I can tell the frustration with everybody over there. It's almost like we're going to give you 3 points for a takedown, so by God, we're going to make takedowns harder to get.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're seeing?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why they hold it, because it's frustrating, because if you hold it for longer than 2 seconds, a guy might squirrel out of it, and then you didn't give it. It needs to be 2, and like you said, I tell them every time they come, we meet with the officials before every match. I said, give 3 against us and 4 is quick. If you do it against us, I swear you won't hear anything from me. Do it both ways. Put the points on the board. I grab your ankle, that's 3. Come on.
What can these wins right now in this season do for your team going into the tougher conference duels, and then of course the big non-conference duel at the end of the year?
What can we do? What?
What can these wins do for your team that's so young?
Oh,
still trying to find their way to
it
win?
just fires it up. Good individual victories, and moving in a direction that we hope we could move in, but always respect that we're getting there by living properly, moving in the right direction in practices, and making sure individually we take care of our weight, take care of our body, take care of our mind. Okay, guys, thanks.
Thanks, guys.